so sorry.
This time around, we had another battle of the strongest, just in a different category. The strongest puncher versus the fastest man. IPPO vs SAEKI. This fade came right after Okita's knees buckled. IPPO's weaving those, delivering the craziest knuckle sandwich in history. Gave that brother an extreme case of whiplash. Go to sleep. Landed head first on the canvas is a death sentence. But this just so happened to be around the same time when Date was out here just putting people in body bags constantly in the series. And believe me, that brother was extremely pissed off at IPPO for eviscerating his mentee Okita. This old man was fiending to get his paws on him, and Makunouchi also wanted to smoke too. However though, some steps need to be taken in order to get to that moment, and SAEKI was one of them, a stepping stone to get to Date AG. However though, he was a bigger step than expected, cause after spending all day at Kamogawa Gym, IPPO comes back to his house in the evening to see Ma Dukes passed out on a dining table. What in God's name could be going on here? This is not a good sign at all. Just look at baby girl, she's tired. And it gets worse, cause IPPO asked for a week off of work to train. And just look at the sparkle in that young man's eyes. How could she say no to him? This though will later be a decision Makunouchi regrets, cause the next day when IPPO was hitting the pads against the old man Kamogawa, looking extremely locked in, randomly Yagi's ass done came in frantically saying, "Yo kid, we got word from the hospital that your mother has fallen and she cannot get back up." Now proceeding to do road work to travel all the way to the hospital. Not using a vehicle in this situation is crazy work. As we proceed to get one of the saddest moments in Hajimenoippo history. This joint might even be up there with Volg's departure, cause once he makes it to the room, she's passed out hooked up to an IV. This was truly heartbreaking.
It's fine, IPPO. Get back to training. That's what it takes to win.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I know that scene hit home for some of y'all, but as you can guess, this is a major issue because now IPPO has to completely take over the fishing boat rental business. But he went from featherweight prodigy to Captain Makunouchi, and I'm not gonna lie, he was out here busting his ass, waking up at 4 AM just to try and sneak in some extra road work before his long shift ahead. This man right here is a definition of a grinder. Pause. But one day when he's cutting up some apples for his mama, she brings up quitting the fishing boat business entirely. And of course, IPPO was not finna let that slide. That's his father's boat. We know how much that means to him, because Mr. Makunouchi was a demon and a hero back in his prime. Saved the man's life using his raw strength alone. And I bet you this man don't even hit the gym. This body straight fisherman built. But once he tried to go escape onto the lifeboat, he sadly succumbs to the violent waves, thinking about his family as he gets lost out in sea and eventually passes away. I'm not gonna lie, 8 out of 10 times a Hajimenoippo flashback is sad. Him finding his father's hat after weeks or days or however long it was after he passed away could make a grown man cry.
帰ってきたよ。生きていこう。二人で。
So that goes to tell you that IPPO is just not doing this for his moms, he doing it for his pops too. And this fishing boat situation got so dire to the point where IPPO was forced to make a career-altering decision in quitting boxing completely to run the boat business. We have officially lost the plot of Hajimenoippo. Just look at him drowning in the rain. This wasn't an easy decision, yet at the same time it was. Especially when he thinks about his mother. That was though, until God sent one of his strongest soldiers on a rainy day. Umezawa. And buddy right here cut straight to the point, asking for a job. Just what IPPO needed, an extra set of hands. But his reasoning was because he was trying to make a manga called Hajimenoippo, which follows IPPO's journey to becoming a champion. And for that reason alone, he needs that man to get back in that damn ring. Umezawa really just done broke the fourth wall with that one. However though, this nigga was going through hell the first couple of days on the job. It was so crazy he was about to throw in the towel until he saw Makunouchi shadow boxing. That brother done saw his love for the game, and so the next day he takes it up a notch. He not finna let that man quit, finally enabling IPPO to come back to the gym to finally start his training camp. And Takamura ain't wasting no type of time in initiating him back into the swing of things. He said we throwing hands right here and now, with him now hitting it with a 3-piece jab combo. Yikes! Throwing more jabs, just watch your body, watch your cheek. Ippo's getting clobbered, but he said, give me more. I'm not joking. This nigga's a demon. He's missed the joy of taking these CTE blows. Takamura, my guy, relax. That's a certified knockdown. But wait a minute. The trumpets start playing. This OST, it's... If you couldn't tell, those are tears of joy. And look at Kamigawa trying to aura farm in the back. Who you feeling like, old man? But I can't even cap, his fit is tough. He got that shit on though. As the very next day, his training started by giving combos on that punching bag. He not playing around. He was throwing straight heavy attacks, wounding Kamigawa's body. Once again, taking another 5 years off the old man's lifespan. And at the same time that this was taking place, we finally meet Saeki, sparring Date AG of all people, and that boy is weaving and dodging like crazy. Date literally can't land a single blow on him. But hold up, he stops his uppercuts, coming in with a right, but a James Harden step back spawns in, ending the spar. And with that, boys, I can say that we officially have a problem, and that's Saeki. Look at him bopping around like a young spring chicken. This ain't gonna be easy. We then next see bro pull up to his old gym, and hold on now, just like the old man, he got that shit on too. And buddy pulled up here to pretty much show us, the viewers, that he's low-key a psychopath. Like half of the boxers in this show, by the way. He's shaking of excitement at the thought of getting in the ring with Ippo. And also, he came to this gym just to flex on this machine. He's farming aura before the match. And during Ippo's training with Barf Michi, he somehow manages to get a clue because Barf Michi is so chopped. Literally, I'm not even joking. Giving someone a hint because you're chopped is probably the biggest compliment a chopped nigga can get. But that's still disrespect. And the next day, Ippo's mom finally gets to leave the hospital. And this is where we're introduced to the blue fit, the challenger fit. His best fit in my opinion. He even got the boots to match, with it now finally being fight day. And my god, look at this unit. Ippo does not look like a featherweight whatsoever. Finally meeting or bumping into his opponent, Saeki. And instead of mean mugging him, in typical Ippo fashion, he's cheesing, shaking his hand. But my nigga Saeki, what is you doing? Me personally, I'm not gonna let you just grab my wrist like that. Who you think you is? But pretty much bro was just glazing the reputation of Ippo's fist. Now squeezing his hand saying,
then you hit me with everything you've got, alright? With everything you've got.
Yo, this fool is asking for CTE. Is he actually a fool? And in the waiting room, Ippo's mad, antsy, and nervous as hell, doubting himself for his lack of training. That was though until the GOAT Umezawa showed up to get some flicks of Ippo's new fit before the fade. Sadly though, he pulled up just for that shit not to work. But seeing him actually allowed Ippo to calm down and lock in. Umezawa even got the old man's praise. That's legendary. With it now being time, both fighters are in the ring. Date even pulled up to watching some Vegeta ass fit. And even he don't even got a clear favorite on who's to win this match. As we now begin the boxing, with none of them making a definitive move. But Saeki's pacing around and Ippo is stiff as a statue, not budging. Homie said on everything he loved, he ain't making the first move. And this nonsense starts getting so out of hand that the crowd starts booing. This causes old boy to drop his guard, going to the center of the ring saying, nigga, let's swap hands. This is clearly bait that Ippo takes. A foolish mistake. Unloading the kitchen sink, landing a right on that cross arm block. Getting blown away that far by a blocked punch is kinda crazy. Even old girl in the crowd couldn't believe what she was seeing. But he bounces around like a young spring chicken getting loose. He puts him behind him. He's gotta be using some kind of power system that's too fast. Now weaving and dodging, firing a double left jab through. Though they start swapping hands to both of them. But analyze the footwork, he moving. Now barely dodging Ippo's right hand. This nigga might just have a showering gun, I swear. How he doing this? Now moving out the way, bouncing like a bunny rabbit again. Bro is the definition of having a pep in your step. Though Ippo's playing chess chest. He got entrapped in that corner. Unloaded lefts non-stop. And Buddy out here has the same facial expression every time he weaves. He is not phased. And he also hasn't blinked as well. This is getting ridiculous. IPPO is just 0 for 50. He just wasted energy at this point. With him getting up close. Why? Nigga, you was not Sawamura. You do not need to be creepy. You trying to give him a kiss or something? Get away from me. In my good word, this nigga just teleported behind him. That is physically impossible based on the terms of this world. IPPO really hit straight air and cannot believe it. I can't even believe it. The ref might actually have to do something here. But he pushes forward as the round ends with one final weave. That is just insult to injury. This man Saeki might not be human. Talking about how he finna perform some kind of vanishing act in the next round while he's in that corner. As the second round begins with him now bobbing up and down yet again with no guard. Though hold on now, IPPO got that Hall of Fame Intimidator badge activated. He giving him a straight death stare, causing him to back himself into a corner. A foolish mistake. Now charging and throwing combos. He going crazy, spamming left jabs. All this missing so he can bring him around directly to his right hand. That body is looking like free eats. About to punish him, but he uses the ropes to evade the strike. He's a master of his craft. IPPO has pretty much only hit straight air this entire time, as it's finally about damn time that Saeki actually decides to play offense. He said warm-up's over, and Makanouchi's in a bad spot, stuck in the corner, getting yorked by consecutive jabs. This fool is out here going crazy, out here looking like Mashiba with these flicker jabs he's spamming. Makanouchi's getting mauled from the left, then the right. He's switching it up constantly. This demon has a hit marker on only 2 spots. Fight back, IPPO, please. But he's getting bombarded, so he decides to run away like a child. Turning your back to your opponent mid-deathmatch is wicked. I'm surprised he ain't chased him down with how fast he is. But boys, we now officially have a major problem.
Whoa, his right eye looks awful.
You know, it's kind of funny how this is a big deal, because damn near every other match IPPO's eye gets swollen, I swear. And of course, this demon is finna capitalize by slipping into his blind spot. He's cooked. Clobbering him with a right hand to end the damn round. And pause. I did not forget you, ref. You not doing a bad job today so far, because currently I'm building a case on why this man should be fired. And believe me, he should be fired. But in the corner, Kamigawa said, yo kid, all I need you to do is land one punch, and that one punch will open up everything for you. Pretty much telling him to channel his inner Deontay Wilder. And dog, look at that smirk. That buffoonery would piss me off of our IPPO. As the third round begins with IPPO darting forward, throwing 1-2s constantly, seemingly getting absolutely nowhere. Blood legit has UI. Now sidestep into his blind spots. He hit his ass with that John Cena. And just look at the imagery on display. All alone, lost, confused. He don't know where to go. Wallahi, he might be cooked. Stepping in the view, watch your cheek. It's about to get embarrassing. Unloading flickers non-stop, and IPPO, where are you aiming? You hitting straight nitrogen. But he's still alive, swinging a right and missing as that party is open. Jesus! Had his ass wobbling, about to hit that damn canvas. But Mama and Umezawa flashbacks start happening. He can't taint his new drip by falling on his ass, so he holds his ground. Now coming forward yet again, swinging and missing again. That boy is smooth with it. He don't even look tired right now. And with 20 seconds left, he said he going for that KO. Bro said jab, 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 right 1-2. Makanouchi is getting broken down out here. Blowing his cheek with a left. This beating is getting real bad. Rocking his shin with an upper. And with 2 seconds left on that shot clock, IPPO manages to use his body weight to prevent a follow-up attack, ending the third round. We really 3 rounds in, and homie hasn't landed a single blow on him. Embarrassing. However, IPPO falling on him gave him some kind of bright idea he plans to capitalize in the next round. What could he possibly be plotting? As the 4th round begins, and off rip, IPPO's knees are weak, his arms are heavy, and this man Saeki done ran up on him with no form whatsoever. Who he feeling like? Vanish into the side catching that cheek. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. He does it again, but Ippo anticipates it. That his ass shook up for a moment. However, though, it's still futile. Here, eat this left hand. And Umezawa shaking in his boots. As once again, Saeki slips into Ippo's blind spot. A very foolish mistake. Makanouchi is using Saeki's own perfect rhythm against him to time this right hand perfectly. Finally not hitting air, but straight nose. Ouch. I know that one gotta hurt. The tides have changed. You're well within his range. No more hiding as that body is open. Jesus! An intense one. Coming in with a left, but he buckles to his knees. All it took was two, just like Gohan against Cell. And Blood is low-key panicking, though managing to get back up just for him to make yet another foolish mistake. And that mistake was slipping back into his damn blind spot to take this right hand to the guard. He said, "No sir, you're staying well within my view this time around." And seeing no way to exploit Ippo any further, Saeki decides to declare a duel in the middle of the ring with one of the best infighters in the country. He must have a freaking death wish. Ippo done came in with a left hand. No, never mind, it's a feint. He really going in with his right. That joint has wind pressure behind it, and Saeki's knees are weak, his arms are heavy, barely dodging the attack. He was supposed to go for a counter punch there, but his body's reacting too slow. Though he's still weaving, he's still dodging, getting grazed by his fist, getting blown back with a heavy left. And in his head, he's thinking about speed this, speed that. I need more speed, nigga. No amount of speed is finna save you from this right hand to the dome. Mouthpiece falling and dazed, with Date giving Ippo the biggest orlop you could give someone.
He didn't slow down because of any physical damage. He was paralyzed by fear.
Peek. And nigga, I'm sorry, but you need to fear this uppercut. Lord have mercy. Done turned that boy into Tarzan. That's a certified knockdown. But you would not believe it. 1 second later, it might not even be 1 second to be honest. After getting put to sleep, he instantly somehow is back up. Yeah.
Come and get me, Makunouchi.
Yeah, brother, back it up. Them knees are severely weak. Go to sleep, Speed Star. You did enough. As the match is officially over. Beat his ass for only like 4 hits. Ippo, you're a demon. And after the match, he gives credit to the real MVP of this video and low-key of this little mini arc. The man that made this even remotely possible. That man, Umezawa.
My strength comes from the support of my family and friends. So thank you for helping me see that.
I say cheese! Oh!
This was truly sickening. Volg had to fight 2 demons damn near back to back. But don't get it twisted, this nigga got a screw loose himself. We done saw what his ass did to Suzuki. This man was slamming KSI haymakers non-stop on his face. He is not conscious. I guarantee it. Jesus!
Man, you need to get out my way, homeboy.
Oh god. And I'm sorry, sir, that towel is not finna work. Cause he comes in cooking his cheek with a white fang. The dagger that didn't need to be dealt. And this man is by far the worst referee. How he still has a job is beyond me. He be fucking up every match damn near. But with this established, we can all say that he is indeed a problem. As Makanouchi is up first to meet him in the ring. And Buddy is training like crazy. Road work going crazy in the ring. He hitting them pads like crazy. Blowing Kamogawa back with a gazelle punch. He too old for this nonsense. While we have Volg watching film of Ippo putting their hands on Takashi Sendo, as it's now officially fight day. And Volg is fighting for the sake of his mother. This joint about to be a doozy, as Ippo clearly has home court advantage. Volg is in enemy territory, but even still Ippo starts feeling that intimidation, that Hall of Fame intimidation. His aura is beacon right now, damn it. But regardless, this nigga is locked in. Look at him as we now begin the boxing, with Ippo bobbing and weaving non-stop. But Volg squares up, stepping in with gusto, throwing a left. But he is taking full initiative on offense right now. But Makanouchi begins swinging back, as they're just exchanging blows, doing no damage. Though Volg said, nigga, watch your chin. As he said, hold on, nigga, take another. Had Ippo stumbling back as he comes in like a freight train, but he then stops on a dime. spamming these weak ass punches. As he then said, let's try again, pulverizing him with an upper. Lord have mercy. And when he tries to escape, Volg is on his ass, pushing him back slowly but surely into that damn corner. This is all calculated, as that body is open. He's getting mauled right now, and he is not stopping this barrage. Cooking his chin with another upper. Oh my goodness. IPPO, please fight back. This is a sorry ass performance. Blasting his chin with another upper. I've lost count of how many. But he not done, cause he said, nigga, take a left. Twisting his neck, and apparently, according to Kamogawa, he's got a concussion. This is not looking good, cause Volg steps back like Harden, charging up a devious dagger that's about to let fight. Is this nigga unconscious? What in the animal instinct is going on as the crowd goes wild? His ass is going in, spamming non-stop, charging up alright, blasting him back. Though he finally comes back to his senses, mad confused about the performance he just put on. While we have Volg saying he trying to put his ass to sleep as soon as possible, ASAP, with both of them dashing and exchanging blows yet again at a rapid pace. As a right lands, but that body is open, leading to a duel exchange. And we not stopping because they both start dashing in as the round ends. Not gonna lie, Volg dominated him completely. It wasn't even close. But then the next round begins with Volg contemplating using the white fang. But he said, hold on, nigga. That shit might be too dangerous to whip out right now. That's a career-ending move. As IPPO comes in, swinging and missing. As his chin gets checked. He is piecing this man up methodically. But he starts weaving with no plans to stop him. As that body is open, damn it. But Volg's trainer does not look concerned in the least bit. Show some emotion, nigga. Damn. No wilder exchanging blows. Volg throws one into the body, cooking it with a left. But Makunoji said we eat those. Going back on offense like nothing happened. Volg cannot believe this nonsense, cause he now starts striking and praying to God that IPPO succumbs to his fist. But nigga, we leaving. Stepping in, loading that textbook gazelle punch, firing that joint, blasting his chin to the sky. That is a certified knockdown. Look at him posing cold as hell. But as always, of course, as they all do, he gets back up. But IPPO comes in, wasting no time, swinging and missing. He done striked out twice, but he then cooks him with a liver blow. Textbook. As he's just applying non-stop pressure. But Volg starts clapping back. But nigga, we leaving those. Charging up another gazelle. Firing it at point blank range, about to not connect at all. Volg done stared him in the eye and said, that shit got past 3 minutes ago, sir. He a different man now. Going for broke, swinging like crazy, pushing IPPO back. Had Kamogawa mad concerned as he blasted him with a left. Had his ass facing the cameraman. But Volg starts preparing a devious upper, landing on IPPO's guard. But he said, eat this left, nigga. A white fang lands. A killer move indeed. My man's knees were weak, hitting straight air on his way down to the canvas. Jesus, that is a certified knockdown. He is laid out, not even knowing what hit him. But when he tries to get back up, the Lord says, sit your ass back down. But he somehow manages to get up by clinging to them ropes, squaring up by to take more punishment. But the round ends, saved by the bell. And peep! What are these facial animations? Fire this man, please! How is he still reffing another Volg fight? But when we get to the corner, IPPO is asking Kamogawa for some advice. But the old man doesn't have a damn clue what he should say. He don't know what to do. So he resorts to saying this.
Kozo. Hey. Gambari.
Nigga is weak! We're cooked. Look at his face, he knows it too. But the third round begins with Volg dashing in. But IPPO said, hold your fire! Squaring in the center of the ring, dropping his guard completely. Oh, this man trying to throw hands for real. But sadly, he pulverizes his cheek with a right. That joint had wind pressure to it. But Makunochi remembers old man Kamogawa's training and starts heading back, exchanging blows. But he's just getting paced and yoinked out there. But he cannot hang. Body blows, left hands. IPPO is getting cooked, my God! It got so bad to the point where the ref had to give him a standing count. But after the count, IPPO squares up yet again. But Volg is on his ass. And trust me when I tell you this nigga is not playing. Cause he starts charging the white fang, pulverizing his chin. About to... I don't know about this one, Chief is not looking good. But he manages to get back up again. And knowing damn well this match shouldn't continue, IPPO activates that visual prowess, putting the ref in again jutsu, making him continue the fights. Another reason why he should be fired. Elite refs don't fall prey to such cheap tricks. What are we doing? And as Volg is coming in to deliver the dagger, he said, "Watch your cheek with a Detroit smash." A second win has been found, cause he starts going on full offense, throwing like a madman. But Volg said, "Take this left hand." But nigga, we eating those. As they go on exchange of blows, with IPPO getting paced off all the way into the bell. Kamogawa was fiending to get his ass out of there. And that next round starts up with IPPO walking up like a dead man. And no time was wasted as that body is open. Jesus! Just diabolical. Volg is spamming KSI haymakers. He is furious. He trying to put the kid to sleep. As another body blow lands. Lord have mercy. He's spamming left, right into the body. Though IPPO retaliates, but no sir. And during him just rearranging IPPO's guts, we get a Volg flashback. This man was a problem ever since he was a jet, but he done spawned in like an industry plant sent from the Russian government. They call his ass the masterpiece. As the body is open, he is in pain. He is in agony. His knees are weak. His arms are heavy. This ain't looking good. And Volg said it's time to finish this. Aiming for straight headshots. It's looking like Kamogawa needs to throw in a towel. But he said, "Stop that." Makunouchi got courage. But Volg said, "Fuck your courage." But my good sir, I'm sorry to say, that body is open. He ain't finished yet. Coming in attacking Volg's body. Bro is moving like a machine. He cannot be stopped. The Volg said, "Get your ass back." And even when he's leaning on him for support, he is still throwing body blows. Impossible. Though Volg said, "Let me return the favor." As we have him exchanging blows for the 100th time this match. But a devious right lands. And it's looking like IPPO's about to hit some Z's on that canvas. It's a guaranteed night-nights with this final dagger. Shit is tragic. Volg ain't clearly built to last long, as it's time for a diabolically demon right hand. The Russian is stunned. He then eats a left hand, and then a right, and then another. Makunouchi is coming back down 3-1. This joint is unbelievable. Volg cannot escape this barrage, but we see him weaving and dodging like crazy, twisting his feet, dodging the KSI haymaker, prepping a gazelle. A foolish mistake. The KSI haymaker was all according to plan. As Volg is prepping for a counter after he blocks Makunouchi's punch. IPPO might be cooked, but sir, I'm sorry to inform you, that body is open! My goodness gracious! Lifted both his feet off the canvas. Left him with his back hunched, groveling in pain. And he not done as he lands him right on that cheek. And then another, and then another, and then another. That, my good sir, is a certified knockdown. On all fours, prep for back shots is crazy work. And just like Makunouchi when he tries to get back up, the Lord said, "Get your ass back down." It's looking like it's not meant to be. But somehow, some way, after having mama flashbacks and a flashback of some random ass wolf howling in the snow, he gets back up. As we resume the boxing with IPPO being aggressive, pushing him against the ropes. But Volg goes in for the clinch. They then break the clinch with Volg throwing all he has left in the tank as the round ends. And when we get to that corner, we have a bona fide problem. This nigga Volg got that visual prowess on. Oh, it's raps. As we begin the final round, with them squaring up in the center of the ring, the tension as Takamura shaking in his boots. We about to see who finna hit E first, as they come in just firing blows on each other's guards, effectively doing 0 damage. They out here weaving and throwing and hitting straight air, until Volg lands a left, leading us to get blessed with a 480p wallpaper. Iconic. But we then get a slow motion view of how this is playing out. Though in reality, them boys is moving like crazy. And this back and forth exchange goes on until a devious right lands as he begins prepping for a killer white fang. You see the animation, you see the arcs. This shit finna be deadly. But we weave the first one. And I'm sorry to say, sir, but we weaving that one too. A damn masterclass. Is now officially crunch time as Volg has reached E, gasping for air like a senile old man. As a demon step-in approaches with that gazelle punch loading up, the budget has increased. He knows he's cooked. There is no escape. Pulverizing his chain with a clean one. A successful gazelle. That is a neck breaker. That joint went extendo. A certified knockdown. But believe it or not, he gets back up. How? Though sadly, just a fall. It's Volg's loss and Ippo's win. Had Kamigawa showing all types of emotion for his boxer.